Hi, this is Johnny Burgin with another Chicago blues guitar lesson, and I'm talking about a great tune here called Money, Marbles, and Chalk with Jimmie Rodgers and Little Walter on guitar. One of the great unrealized potentials was Little Walter as a guitar player. Oh my God. Great stuff. I wish he had played more stuff on guitar. But he plays fabulous on this. He plays the bottom guitar part and then he plays guitar solo and back to the bottom guitar part. And Jimmie Rodgers just plays a mountain of guitar in key of E here. So let's talk about some of the things that are going on in it. And this lesson is sponsored by a student, and I'm really glad he brought it up. This is a really good song to dig as deep as you can into, because it's easy to play it kind of meh or boring, but when you really look at some of the little interweavings and some of the little details of this song, the deeper you get into it, the better it's going to sound. So for Jimmie Rodgers' part, I'm just using my fingers and I'm going down with my thumb, up with my index. Most of you guys know this, I think, but in case you don't, I'm using these two fingers on the B string and E string, 12th and 10th. That's like an E 7th. Then they go down to 10 and 9. And then down 2 more frets, just like Sweet Home Chicago. All that. So then you got to do the open strings. It really reminds me of the stumble. I think I've mentioned that before. Anyway, then land into your B7th with the low E string. I shouldn't hit that high E string. Again, go move it on, and he does it again. So that's really worth getting, because that sets the flavor. Open, E and B, 3rd fret G. This fret note is real important. So and then all he does is sort of rock on that E chord. Ba 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 ba. Like that's his one way of playing the turnaround. That B7th chord, he goes B, G, E strings. And then he drags his finger down. And now we're at the top in the evening. Like, I'm just hearing a lump. And then a ping on your quick change, low A string and high E string. And then he's playing those ballsy. Yeah, he's already just fired up. That's great. It's like the whole bottom part of the guitar. Something like that. Then your E7th. In the evening on the 4. It's something similar to that. It's not coming back to me right now exactly. I've got to play it in the flow or I can't play it. That's the 3rd fret E string. It's your part of your A7th chord. That's it. And you don't have to do all that, because some of that is Little Walter. You can just go, in the evening. He doesn't play that much when he's singing, but he always punctuates between his singing. In the evening, do 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 do. When the sun goes down, and then he goes. There's a real nice push on this 3rd fret of the G string. And even just practice that. That sounds good. And then he's got another way of playing the 5 chord. So his 2 ways to play it are which is nice because as the chords are going down, he's moving up, contrary motion, right? So you're leading off with the high E string this time. And I'm the sweetest man in town. I don't know if he can really do this while he's singing or not. You know, I think, you know, that little Walter's taking care of that there for the most part. Yeah, and then, believe it or not, it's time for the guitar solo already. This song really moves along. It's packed full of ideas, and the stuff that Jimmy Rogers plays during the guitar solo. Sorry. It's so bright I can't see the tuner here. Okay, so let's picture the guitar solo and what Jimmy Rogers is doing under that. I can't tell for the first bar exactly how he's going, but it's kind of like this. I love that. You got a down with your thumb and then a... And then he goes... Yeah, something like that. Let me see if I can remember that. Yeah, so then the stuff he goes. So on the 4, here it is. Here it is. Yeah, let's try that again. So I'm going to do what Jimmy Rogers did during Little Walter's solo as best as I can, conceptually at least. Here we go. Yeah, let's try that. That's it. That's amazing. He's really feeling it. Yeah. Those same licks that go this time instead of... You could do it that way too, but sometimes he'll lead off a lot from the 7th, this note, 3rd fret B string. Then he just rocks on the B chord. And then he's kind of back to the same old tricks there. But that's amazing how he really steps up during this, which we'll get to that in a minute, but during the Little Walter guitar solo. Sorry about this, man. Yeah. So, all right, let's talk about. All right, let's talk about Little Walter's guitar solo now. It's just like the intro here, except I think he's using a peg. So, really tap your foot like loud so you can hear it, so you get the time right. 2, 3, 4. Notice this goes all the way down to the 5th and 4th fret there, same shape. And during this part, it's amazing to hear all this stuff with Jimmie Rodgers. That kind of thing. So, from the top. Now we're on the A7th now. That's as best as I could. Oh, this is the best part of it. That's so nasty and just low down. That's all he did. Or, I think it's this. Definitely had a wound G string. And then he has a different rhythm on the second repeat of it. And I guess there's no vibrato there. It kind of feels like maybe the tiniest bit of vibrato there, but that's the lick. So do 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 do. I think y'all got that. Do 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 do. Now on the A7, it is 3rd fret pull off, and then just attack it all downstrokes. I think you guys can catch that. I'm doing a bend with my first finger, so it sounds more low down and more of this exploiting this blue note, that flat and 5th. And then see if you can nail down the exact rhythm on the second time around. I can't remember it exactly, but it's really worth it to change the rhythm around rather than do this. Do you see how you can make that more sing it? Ba, 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 ba. And then that's interesting. You don't really see it back then that much, this little lick. It's 3rd open on the E string, 1st and 2nd. It's a slide, 4th fret on the G string. And then here we go. That turnaround. I think we should bring that turnaround back into common usage. So this is a 3rd open, 3rd and 2nd. So leads dead into your. I mean, he's playing his changes, man, and the dynamics are amazing. Now, some of the things Little Walter's doing on the his low guitar is just fabulous. So I would loop this and then try the low guitar. Do 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 do. He does this a lot. doing that same thing. I love that muscular. You pull with your pinky on the 5th fret of the D string, open, and then really step out here. Or as Jimmy Rogers did later. And then, so that's how the first go round goes, you know. And then at the very end, he does this. And then he takes the lead again at the ending. Yeah, so that's Little Walter with that loud guitar at the end. So that's basically how that song goes. Join me on Patreon for weekly guitar chats, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends. Keep picking. Hope to see you on the road, especially in 25. I'll be covering a lot of space, as Jimmy Rogers might have said. And have fun with this song. See you guys next time. Thanks a lot.